Are we live? I think we're live. Hello, anyone watching. If you're watching, welcome. If not, then it's just another for the channel, and then it's just another video because of it. It's the end of the year, and I just thought I'd get one last video out. So why not? I've already well, let me lower that. So that there in the pot is rice already cooked with green beans. Um, I need to add to it. So I'm going to add the sweet and sour sauce just now. Well, I'll do half with the rice and then I'll save the half for the chicken. Uh, right. Right. Excellent. That'll be that. Okay. Frying pan. Yes, frying pan. There it is. Right. Melt some butter. Melting some butter because why not? Oh. Oh. Right. 2 spoon thingies of butter. Once the butter is melted, I shall then cook some frozen chicken that I've got left in the freezer before adding the chicken that was included as part of the HelloFresh pack thing. Now, this wasn't going to be the video that I was going to do for my end of year video. I was going to sit down in front of the computer camera thing and just how I think the year's gone for myself, but I didn't check my HelloFresh subscriptions, and I didn't realize I forgot to skip this week. So the HelloFresh sent me one of their packs. I mean, I was surprised too, considering at the moment my bank is in the red until I get paid from work, which is soon, so that's fine. I'll be able to pay off that week. But it's just at least I've got a different idea that I'm able to do, so I'm not just sitting and talking in front of the camera. Right. I'll cook the frozen chicken. At least a couple of bits of it. Once that's melted and cooking, I'll then add the veg before adding the fresh chicken. So how do I feel that this year has gone for me compared to previous years? Well, I would say that I'm in a better place coming out of this year than when I was last year. I'm more financially stable this year, which I'm glad about and also surprised because ending last year, I was still working, but I was working under an agency, whereas now I'm being paid by the company rather than the agency that hires for the company. So that's a step in the right direction. Um, I would say I would be lying if I said that I've gotten used to. I'd be lying if I said that I've gotten used to going from weekly pay to monthly pay. I'm still getting used to it, but um, I would say that I'm getting the hang of it. So that's something. I've come to the realization that I hate my dentist. Not just oh, he hates the dentist, haha. No, like the dentist I am a patient of, you basically have to jump through hoops to get seen by that practice. Not just because it's the pandemic, but they have a horrible website, and also their um, reception staff treat you like garbage. So I shall be speaking or trying to see if I can get an appointment with one of the managers at that branch to see if they can improve their patient care. Because if not, then I'm going to remove myself as a patient from that dental practice because of I don't feel that they treat their patients well. Another thing I hope for next year is that I have a few ideas that could possibly help the education and employment sector. So I'll try and arrange a meeting for my local politician, put my suggestions forward and see what they think. But I mean, I'm also hoping to study for and sit my theory within the next year. Whether or not that'll happen, but I don't really have many big plans for the coming year. Focus more on myself. But that's because with the last 2 years, who knows what the year's gonna hold because we're still in the pandemic. There are still limitations. I have only received one dose of the vaccine. I will be getting my second dose. I just need to get around to arranging that appointment. Had my second dose, but they closed the place down where I got my first dose, so they cancelled my appointment. So that's why I'm not fully vaccinated. And that's not just me making an excuse. I genuinely will. I just need to make an appointment. I know that you can't. There are plenty of walk-in centres. You can just get yourself vaccinated, but I would rather do it through an appointment-based system. I'm pretty lucky. Oh, the connection's gone again. As well as having green beans, I've got some garlic and red onion chopped up here, so I'll just throw that in as part of the veg. Um, some of you may be wondering, why are you doing this at 20 to a quarter to 5 in the morning? And my reason for that is because I would rather do it at this time in the morning so that I've got enough time to film it, let YouTube process it, and then hit upload before the year is out. Otherwise, it won't be a final end of year video uploaded to the public, because of, as with most of these videos that I have done, this again is filmed live, but just to myself, and then uploaded later on. One thing I would say about this year that I'm quite lucky for is that I'm quite lucky that I haven't yet, and I throw that in as the keyword being yet, haven't yet caught the virus, luckily. There's been a few times where I've fallen ill with a cold, but it's been nothing more than a cold. And I have to hope that it stays that way. But when I get my second dose, that should strengthen my immune system. As to whether or not it actually will, who knows? I'm just gonna go get the fresh chicken now to add. Because once I've added the fresh chicken, I'll then throw in the teriyaki sauce and the sesame seeds. Or do I throw in the sesame seeds first? Right. Once I let that cook, I just need to think with it back throughout the year. Has there been any highlights to the year that I've had? I would like to say that one of the highlights of my year is that I got to visit a similar but different country. What I mean by that is I went to the UK part of Ireland with my girlfriend and some friends, and contrary to belief, if you were to ask them if they thought that I enjoyed myself, they would probably say that I did have a great time. I enjoyed the time away. Oh, oh dear, don't know how long that connection bit was gone, but I had a good time. I enjoyed the time away in Ireland. and it's a country I would like to go back to at some point. Maybe see different parts of Ireland, even see the non-UK part of it, or even go to other countries. Um, I would like to travel more. I wouldn't say that I'm well travelled. I've been to some countries, but I'd say maybe once every few years. I don't see myself going regularly, but that's because of expenses and costs. And I don't think I have the budget for it. So yeah, this video is just basically me cooking. As you see, like other videos, it's not very well thought out. A lot less thought out than usual. Not gonna lie. Just have to make sure that chicken is properly cooked. Once the chicken is cooked, I can then throw in the sesame seeds and the teriyaki sauce, and then the sweet and sour, and throw in the rest of throw the rice and the green beans on top. You know what? I can probably throw in the sesame seeds just now, actually. So, although for this time of morning, I'm glad I chose this recipe. There are two other recipes that I could have chose from, but I'm glad I did this one. I probably will do the. I will. Oh, wow. Some sort of fly or moth or something. But I will film those other two meals being made. I just don't know when. But most likely will be this week because of the freshness of the produce. Videos like this throughout the year, but that plan didn't really come to pass. Maybe it's something again I can start off but continue with. I don't know. Because who knows what the universe has planned um, for you. But it's definitely a video idea that I enjoy. And it's an easy upload for the channel, you know. You're just making a meal, video yourself making the meal. Well, even if I do that, that's probably better. And I'm just glad to be cooking, keeping myself awake. Because of I need to get a bus in like 5 hours so I can go through to Perth to see spend some time with my nieces before the year ends. Um, and so that I don't get myself stuck in Perth, I'll be heading back here to Dundee for about. Well, I'm hoping to get the bus about 5. I don't think so. That I think buses will still be running then, and it won't be too late to get a bus back. So I'm back in time for the bells, and also not just because of the bells, but so that because I'm working New Year's Day, I start at 10:30 a.m. There'll be enough time for me to um, celebrate the bell and get some sleep, but also so I'm not stuck in town so that I can get to work. Okay, I think I can add the teriyaki sauce now. Probably should have got scissors. One thing I'd like to say that you would think is obvious, but maybe always isn't. I'm glad that I was able to experience a what would seem a pricier hotel this year, because it goes to show that just because something comes across as being pricier doesn't mean to say that it's better. Because some low costing hotels are just as good, if not better, than some luxury ones. For example, I got to experience the House of Gods in Edinburgh, and unless you buy the one of the packages, the stay isn't worth it. Um, Especially while their kitchen is closed as well. The gins that they offer aren't great, I'm not gonna lie. So, I mean, the packages that they offer for you to experience, I would say, are good, and it's worth it for the the package where you get the 5 drinks courses, where each drink has a specific theme to it in terms of each drink is based on a different song. So, and then with that experience, you also get unlimited prosecco, and you get to buy well, you get to choose two flavors to go on. I think it's a 20-inch pizza. And also at the end of it, you can, if you wish, you can get cookies and cream. But make sure you order it in plenty of time, because of, even though I ordered it with enough time, it didn't arrive. And also, you get a breakfast hamper as well, which was nice to experience. So it's I would say that if you get that pack, it's worth it. But if not, then don't bother. Because there's been a couple of other hotels in the Edinburgh area that I've experienced that are lower costing, but still quite good. Like at the top of, I want to say, Waverley Station, across the road from the Edinburgh Dungeons, there is a very nice hotel that I can't quite remember the name of at this moment in time. And I would say that a room there is just as nice, and it's by a mile. I'm not trying to be a pusher for that particular hotel. There are other nicer or other just as good hotels that are just as priced, but it's just to say that just because something is large doesn't mean to say that it is a better quality place. I think I can throw in the green beans and rice now. So because I'm just rambling, you can tell that I'm running on no sleep. Well, it's not that I'm running on no sleep. It's just I've not had any sleep in at least, I want to say, no, when did I wake up? I think I woke up about 5 p.m., so about 12 hours ago. And I would normally be sleeping by now, so yeah. I'll probably get some sleep on the bus to Perth. Actually. Oh, I'm going to be tired today and tomorrow. But luckily, tomorrow being New Year's Day, my work should be calm. And yes, I've just dumped the rice into the chicken. Oh no. Oh, it's going all over the sides. It's going to be a mess. I'll clean it up at some point. I've overloaded the top. That's fine though. Like that, yeah, put this down to here, and I'm going to plate up, I think. And just like the year is coming to an end, so is this video. And with that, if anybody does end up watching this, I just want to wish anybody a happy new year. And if you want to actually get the recipe, go on to Hello Fresh. Another well cooked meal. How do I end this stream? There we go. And end.